They pull this back up. And then sequester it to a corner. And we're live. Just like that. Done. Boom. Sent. Okay. I'm mentally exhausted, so we'll see how well this ends up going. It's probably going to be an absolute boring disaster, but I'm here, and that's all that matters is what I'm told. So we'll see what happens. All right. Let's take a look at our current shiny sitch. Yeah. Definitely not bad so far. Oh, I forgot. I haven't talked about this on stream yet. We're going to have a conversation about that. There's going to be a conversation about that probably tonight. We'll see. All right. The worst shiny hunting method I think I have ever seen. Well, nah, it's not as bad as the sword and shield stuff. It's not as bad as sword and shield shiny hunting. It is pretty mind-numbing though. This is, it's like less shitty soft resetting is the shiny hunting in this game. So, oof. Oof is all I could say. And this is the best way I can find to do it. I have not found a better way to do the shiny hunting than this madness, which means I have to come up with more things to monologue about while we're sitting here doing this because there's going to be absolutely nothing to talk about. It's going to be awful. And I have a headache, so double whammy. Double whammy. I don't know how many times I'm going to be able to stream this shiny hunting method, because this shiny hunting method is definitely something. So we'll see. I might end up switching to a different game by the end of this week. I know tomorrow is going to be a stream, and will be Phasmo with a crew. I don't know what Friday will be. I think I do know what Friday is going to be, though. I think I have Friday at least 60-65% figured out. 30% chance it's something else, and then like a 10% chance that it's a wild card, but we'll see. It's probably been enough times to do another check. Maybe. This is a terrible spot. This is one of the worst wild zones. The best one is probably the graveyard for doing this strategy. The graveyard is really good for this. I'm just going to keep hitting this a bunch of times because I know that I do these in like 10 fly bursts usually, and on the other ones the 10 fly burst was usually pretty good for getting one every third attempt, but on this one I've done it like 10 times and just not seen anything. I think this is just like a very low throughput area is what it feels like. Even the other area 6 got me something way faster than this one. Suffice to say that I have been doing some shiny hunting offline, but not a whole lot, like maybe an hour and a half. I wanted to see if I could get Hone Edge, and I did get Hone Edge really fast. It was very swift Hone Edge. Wait, what the hell? What the hell is going on with my OBS? I'm refreshing OBS. That's weird. But hi, Delphi. I see your message when I glance up at Twitch. But it's not showing in OBS for some reason. I look bald. It's because I shaved. I shaved. If I had streamed on Monday, you would have seen what like my face would have looked like. Completely shaved. But thankfully, my beard grows back fast. So I'll be back to normal in like another week. We'll be back to normal soon. Don't worry. I literally had to do it because I think the last time I did a full shave was like a year ago. I'm not even kidding. I was like, I full shaved like a year ago, and then ever since then, it's just been trimming. Alright. I get that a lot. That I have an extraordinarily young face. I am aware. It's been a constant source of irritation throughout my life. I've always been picked on for that. And there's nothing I could do. I even, like, at one point in my life, I lost, like, 60 pounds or something like that. I was down. I was thin, and my face, it still was a baby face. So, it's never going to go away. Let's see if anything went shiny. Yo, what up, Infernal? Welcome back. Oh, Infernal, how did the Halloween camping party end up going? I saw where it looked like in Discord you had a message or an image in there for like a little bit. But like when I went back, because like I saw it when I was like half asleep when I just woken up one morning. I'm like, I'm gonna go back and respond to that later. And I went back to respond to it later and it was just gone. And I was like, maybe I just dreamt that image. But I'm pretty sure you had posted an image. I think that was somebody pushing the button. I think somebody pushed a button. Is that a shiny Spinarak? Yo, it's a shiny Spinarak. That's one of my favorites. Yo. Yo, I love shiny Spinarak. Did another one ding? Or was that you guys again? Or was that the Spinarak just doing it a second time? I feel like it wasn't the right channel, just hadn't put it back. Okay, fair. I mean, I was fine with it. I was fine with it. It looked like you were bonking someone. And I was gonna put in some witty thing. I don't remember what I was gonna say now. I had something in there. I'm half asleep right now, just so we're clear. I feel like shit right now, but I'm here and that's what counts. I can't remember what it was I was gonna put in there. I had some witty comment about infernal bonking people, but I don't remember what it was now. It was like you were taking the term banhammer way too literally. It's like when Infernal has to go and ban like the 80th bot for a stream and he's just had enough and he's like, all right, fuck this. This bot isn't coming back to life this time. This time it dies. Can I divide by 2? Probably not. It's pretty bad. We're in the pits right now. My sleep schedule is like fucked and it's not even my fault. I don't know what has completely killed my sleep schedule, but I am not doing good. So yeah, like I said, I am definitely going to be lagging tonight. I am going to be doing more stupid things than usual. If I respond in dumb ways and things that don't make sense, it's because I have basically no brain cells left. Oh sweet, all of our sleep schedules are fucked. Well, at least 2 of our sleep schedules are fucked. Hell yeah, I'll take it. I'm not alone in my suffering. Wait, Dolphy is normal? Dolphy, I need you to go fuck up your sleep schedule. Just take that shit and just yeet it off the nearest cliff. It'll be fine. Fair. Mine doesn't either. Like I said, I don't know what happened. I'm in the pits. Speaking of in the pits, I want it to be clear that I actually did a shiny hunt for shiny Honedge over the weekend. It took me like 15 minutes to get the shiny Honedge. I landed at the graveyard and there was already a Ghastly there that was shiny for some reason. And then I reset for a little bit, got a Ekans, and then the next shiny that I ran into was the Honedge, so that was sick. Pits. Sword Shield Dexing sucks. Yeah. Turns out we all just need a therapist. We need a therapist to like start watching the stream randomly. Like someone needs to do a dance and summon one. Oh yeah, Sword and Shield was awful for completing the decks. I remember that very clearly. It was one of the ones that took forever, which is why I'm not overly enthused about the idea of trying to do it again on a separate console to try and increase the odds of getting a shiny in the Dynamax Adventure bullshit. Also, just like this is all the shiny hunting is, and this game don't expect it to be anything other than this. We literally just sit here and keep flying to the same point over and over and over to keep resetting the spawns, so get ready. Like I said, this is definitely not a great shiny hunting experience. I do not know what they were thinking, but here we are. Because everyone either has code lock lobbies or you try to join too late. Yeah. Doing the raids online is exceptionally difficult. That was one thing I never liked about Sword and Shield, and one of the things I don't like about Scarlet and Violet either. I run into the same thing in Scarlet and Violet. It's just the online experience is trash. At least for raids. Because like 20 people see the same raid, everyone tries to join it, and then it takes for fucking ever for them to figure it out. DM took one look at that and was like, nope. Bye. I keep coming up here just in case that Dratini goes shiny, but I kind of don't expect that to happen. Yeah, Sword and Shield, like I said, it sucked for shiny hunting. Or not shiny hunting, filling out the Dex nav. Dex nav? Good God, just the Dex. I'm having issues. I'm having issues. I will also say that because this shiny hunting method is not the most entertaining thing in the world, there's a good chance that we will not be doing this next stream. That we might be doing a different game completely, but we'll see. What the fuck? Casually admitting to shoplifting as a kid. What in the hell? This is fun because I can actually like contribute and say that I have never once shoplifted anything in my life. I've never even like been one of those people that takes the things from like hotel rooms, you know, like where there's a pin and someone's like, I'm taking this pin. I'm like, no, that just seems wrong. So I've never been someone to do stuff like that. I have heard stories, though, about what people do to, like, shoplift Pokemon cards from Walmart, so that's fun. I've heard all kinds of things about that over the years. Turns out there's an entire metagame to that, which is asinine and explains a lot of why Pokemon cards in general suck now to collect. In the store, they can't arrest you because they didn't take out the store. What? I'm pretty sure that they actually still can. Yeah, I think he's talking out of his ass on that one because I am near 100% positive that. Nah, I'd say I'm 100% positive that that's actually not true. Because people will get arrested even just for product tampering. Now, what they might not be able to ding you on is if you do eat the food in the store and then, but do it stealthily and never get caught. You could technically get away with eating the food in store, stuffing it underneath clothes in the shopping aisle, and then just leaving. Which, just so we're clear, shopping aisle, clothing aisle, just so we're clear, I have heard stories of people doing that, so I know that's a thing. Not with food, but with other things. Apparently there's like this whole entire like culture that exists where people will just go to Walmart, get something, go to the clothing aisle, and then stick the things in the like clothes, and then open them under the clothes and take the thing out and then walk out because there's nothing to get the item that's inside the thing. Like the scanners don't catch that. Apparently that's a thing. I've also heard plenty of stories about people doing basically the same exact strategy, except they kick it under the aisle. It's one of those things where like you hear all these stories and you kind of wonder yourself how Walmart or Target is still in business. I've heard it from like enough people at this point that I have to assume that this is a lot more common than people think it is. And to double down on it too, it's crazy because like the people who tell these kinds of stories are actually relatively large streamers, and they just like talk about it like it's just casual that like everybody in the area did it. It's like, what? How is this a normal thing for you guys? But anyway. That's probably enough times. I'm like vaguely keeping track. I want to reset these at least 10 times, and then I just keep going until it's like, yeah, I would like to do another check. I think summing up this hunting method as less shitty soft resetting is really accurate, but it's still very like repetitive and boring. I have to keep checking that one just to see. And then there's a Dratini up here that's also in range. It's an alpha, but it's not what I want. Actually, to be honest, I don't need a Dratini, so I don't know why I keep checking it. I genuinely do not need Dratini. Dratini is completely checked off the list for the living decks. This is how you see shiny hunting as someone who, wow. I mean, that's fair. Usually, like, Dex Nav shiny hunting, I really enjoyed. I think the Scarlet and Violet method isn't bad either. I think Arceus was really fun. I really liked Arceus because it was nice to just fly around the whole map and see everything instead of, like, I don't know, like, patrolling back and forth in the same area over and over again. This method is definitely better than anything that Sword and Shield had. And it's arguably not nearly as miserable as the Sun and Moon method, which I was not a fan of. But it definitely still isn't that great. I would not be writing home about this one and being like, oh my god, guys, this is the best shiny hunting method they've ever done. Ho-ho! Apparently the way this works is that anything within 50 yards gets instantly reset when you do this flying method. So you can, like, yeah, and it kind of works for any area too that has a fly point. So it's really, there's like a lot of ways to use it, but there are some Pokemon that are just not in range. I'm also pretty sure that Furfrou is not in range, unfortunately. Really, what I'm looking for here are these Stunfisk. I want a Stunfisk to go shiny so I can be done with Stunfisk. I'm not climbing up there. I'm just gonna run right here. That should be enough. Nope. I kind of want to start doing this resetting in a different spot than this one. This spot's starting to drive me nuts. I've been here for a while now. Trying to get a Stunfisk. Not been having much luck. I genuinely just don't want to think about Stunfisk anymore. So the sooner that I get this thing as a shiny, I never have to think about Stunfisk ever again. Well, except for the Galarian variant, but that's a different story. Man. Staying awake this stream is going to be very difficult. If I pass out, play like the shiny sparkle noise or something. Maybe that'll wake me back up. I'm hoping to have something to show off here soon art-wise too. I've been putting in a lot of time off stream into this art stuff. I'm getting pretty close with my next big piece. I know I posted a teaser of it a while ago, but it's substantially different now compared to that old teaser. Yeah, I don't think that's good. Did you just play the sparkle noise? That's so rude! I like heard it, just barely. You made me think, like, for a second, I was like, oh my god, are we done? Are we done with the Stunfisk? And then it was like, oh no, that was definitely not the right type of sound. That was just somebody pushing the button. I think I'm gonna have to go to a different area, just because I don't think I can sit here and keep doing this one. Pushing my buttons by pushing the button. Huh. Yeah, just so we're clear, like, I've been in this area for a while now. I'm pretty sure I've been sitting here doing this exact reset now for at least an hour and a half in total. I'm getting really tired of sitting here and not seeing the target over and over and over. USB extender for your mouse keyboard only has 3. Wait, what? Oh shit. How many ports is it supposed to have? Oh god. Holy sh... Oof. That's a large number to just not have working. I'm thankful that I do not have the same issue with my USB hub. One down or half of them down. Imagine you buy a new one and, like, only one of them works. It's like, hooray! I've used my USB extension to go from 1 to 1! Hooray! How wonderful. Joy. Okay, I don't want to sit here and hunt for Stunfisk anymore. I'm losing my mind. I would like to go somewhere else. I want to go somewhere else. I want to see new sites. I've had enough of this. I don't really need anything from this one, although knocking out Drillbur, and Sandile would be nice. Did you give it a good shake? Because every now and then you can just shake something and it'll randomly fix it. Fiverr safe, one blows up, USB extender, Russian roulette. Oh my god. You know what's sad is that somebody actually could do that. With like one of those kill switch USBs. Yeah. Yeah, that could be a thing. This is a big one. There's nothing there really that we care about except the Finnegan, but even then that's a terrible hunt. That one's got some stuff. That one's got some stuff, but is low priority. That one's got a Mawile, which would be nice. Not anything there that's really in range. We'd have to do the bench strategy, which is basically going to make me want to throw myself out the window. That one would be good for getting Phalanx out of the way, but... that one wouldn't be awful either. Actually, that one would overlap. That's big overlap there. You have absolutely zero preference for what you want to work on right now? So you're not feeling anything? Let's go over here and do this hunt for a little bit. Oh yeah, that's entirely possible. It's just a cable or something that fell out. On and off. What? Recently? That can happen. It's burnout. It's also a change of season. They're about to do the clock shift thing. Days are getting shorter, etc., etc. It has more of an impact on people than people realize. Okay, so that's about as far out as it goes. That's not a wonderful number of things that are going to get reset. Oh, we can shiny Heifer Eevee here too. Let's do this and see if we can pick up a Kangaskhan or a Furfrou. At least it's not Stunfisk. We're gonna have to check that roof every now and then too, because I'm pretty sure there is something in range on that roof. I don't remember what it is. It's like a Badoo or something that's up there, or maybe a Bellsprout. But I know there's something up there. But yeah, I totally get only wanting to draw when you're like sitting on the couch or something and have nothing else to do. It helps. Why did all the YouTube messages just suddenly come through at exactly the same time? Anyway, what's up, Zach? Wobbuffet. It's not even in this game. Arceus. Dolphy's just out here just with the Wobbuffet hate. Dang. What did Wobbuffet do to you? It's actually not a bad shiny with the bright pink. Auto mod. Yay! Dolphy got blocked by something again. I'm never gonna have any idea what they said. Yay! Wobbuffet just wanted to be your friend. Wait, what did the Automod catch in that sentence? Did it really lose its mind over MFer? Seriously? Is that what it lost its mind over? That's like mental. That's insane. Automod is overwhelmingly aggressive. Shiny Hunt in London. I don't feel like shiny hunting in Sword and Shield, thank you very much. Getting an Audino here would be pretty sick too. We're gonna get a whole bunch of other like, let's get a lot more resets in on this, and then we'll check the rooftop eventually. Put them in general this time though. Give me 1 second. There we go. Now the bonk is back. Yeah, seeing the full costume like in full getup like that from that angle, that shit does look sick. You do look exactly what you were trying to aim for. Looks straight out of like a Counter-Strike thing, honestly, is what it makes me think of. Hanging out with the dead guy. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. A+ costume. An insane amount of pseudos. Yes, there are. There are an insane amount of pseudos in Sword and Shield. Oh my god. If I make it the full 3 hours tonight, it's going to be a miracle. I'm going to warn you all right now. I've been averaging like 3 hours of sleep the last 2 nights. One of the nights, I think it was Monday night, I just didn't sleep at all. So I'm feeling great. I have the same visor. Wait, what? Maybe those are version exclusives anyway. Fair. I really hope a shiny pops up here in this area soon so I can go somewhere else. I don't get warm, fuzzy feelings from this area. I just get like hostile looks and stuff. Like this. I feel like I'm gonna go check the roof real quick just to see, because I know there's something up there that's in range. I just don't remember what it is. And I'm pretty sure I remember the way to get up here. It's just a very far run. I can't go that way. And Zach is over, where the messages can be read instantly. Welcome over to Twitch. No hour-long YouTube delay here. Less likelihood that auto or the OBS eats your messages, but still a chance of it. The Pokemon. Well, you know what? I hate the Pokemon too. See if there's anything here over this roof. So yeah, this should be in range. It's a bunch of Badoo. Badoo. You guys would be surprised at how much OBS eats, specifically from the YouTube side of things. Like, it's unfortunate. I wonder how often people think I'm ignoring YouTube. I'm not. It's just OBS sometimes just, you know, it gets hungry. And when it gets hungry, it eats YouTube messages more often than it eats Twitch messages. Just YouTube messages are apparently more tasty. Fighting Roblox filters. Is it kind of like Automod? Because it feels like Automod loses its mind over the dumbest things. I'm not shiny hunting an Abomasnow. Yeah, the Automod usually has a reason, but technically everything has a reason. I cannot hunt for Obama in this game. Oh, that's an Alpha Kangaskhan that spawned. That was interesting. Roblox doesn't want anyone paying respects. That's why it censors F. Now no one can pay their respects. There's another Alpha Kangaskhan in front of me. That's cool. And it's gone. What's funny is I could just keep doing this, and we could just keep watching that one Kangaskhan and wait for that one Kangaskhan to turn shiny. God, imagine we're doing this. Wow, it keeps going Alpha. That's surprising. We could do this for like 2 hours and just literally keep resetting that one Kangaskhan. We are shiny hunting. We're shiny hunting either Furfrou or Kangaskhan. Either one would be nice to get off my list. I wish Drampa was in range, because that would also be a nice hunt to get out of the way. The auto text finder. Oh, I completely forgot about that awful thing. I forgot about that. Oh, that was terrible. You were right. Alright, did anything go shiny in that span? Because I don't know how long I was resetting for, but that was a lot longer than usual. No, I'm gonna go check the roof. And then we're gonna have to deal with the nighttime shift. Really? Really, brah? Really, brah? Like this gigantic thing's gone. I know. That was like middle of cutscene, shiny sound goes off. It's like, well, that's definitely not in-game. I don't think that's the first time that's happened either. I'm pretty sure that's happened 2 other times. It's happened at least 1 other time. I know that much. Dolphy ass. Wait a minute. Yeah, it really doesn't like telling you about wild area mons. There's a lot of overlap, a lot of efficiency with things that you can hunt for, but the game's just like, nah. Not that ass. The other ass. Ah. You're talking about the other cheek, huh? They always told me to turn that cheek. I didn't know what they meant back then, but I do now. All right, let's reset this another couple of times. Then I'm going to switch to a different area because, man, some of these areas suck. I did manage to find a Panpour. So we do have shiny Panpour crossed off the list, which is fantastic. Do Area 20. That has crossed my mind. I did do a little bit of Area 20 at some point. I don't remember where that was. That was like over the weekend or something. Like a little bit of it. I do want to do a hunt there to see if we can get the one of the alphas to go shiny. Just because I think that would be cool to do. But we'll see. Oh, man. Honestly, we could do that. Let's just do one more check here just to see if anything's gone shiny. So many Audino at night. Lots of Audino at night. Probably a few at least. I don't know about that one, Ted. I also always have to check in there and see if any of the ghosts have gone shiny.
You never know where the next shiny's gonna pop up.
It'd be funny if like one of these rooftop Hawlucha went shiny. Mostly because the odds of it happening are so low and I already have one, so it would be like really annoying if that's the way my luck went and my luck's not gonna give me like something else. Okay, none of these are shiny. Rooftop Hawkspaw. How many Shalfas do I have? Just one. Pretty sure it's just one. No, I have a few. I take that back. No, I take that back. At least one Litleo, at least one Fletchling that turned into a Talonflame because I used it through the main playthrough, and then also that Gourgeist. That's not real. That's 100% not real. That's way too loud. That was way too loud for where I was standing. I'm not falling for that one. So yeah, now we're just gonna do this for a little bit. However long I can stand up doing this little run back and forth. Actually, nothing aggroed me that time. Fantastic. I can just reset instantly. I like it when nothing runs up on me and I can just cut out the travel time running back. It's so nice. Twice as fast. Oh my god, massive Chikorita. Holy cow, it's huge. Oh my god, it's colossal. Is it sad I kind of want to catch it just purely because it's huge? Oh crap. Stop crouching. Whoa! It's just like... yeah, it's a huge Chikorita. I just want it because it looks funny. Did you see the fish just... Oh, the trash fish. Yes, I did see the trash fish. I thought it was ironic that the trash fish are in fact trash fish. I approve. The fish living inside of trash objects. So they're kind of like a muck Garbodor situation. That was an alpha villain, by the way. That looked terrifying. Giant butterfly, hooray. What absolutely no one asked for. Oh, look, a Stunfisk. If a Stunfisk shows up here and it's shiny, I will eat my shoe. Because it's like a 0.0000 something ridiculous chance of actually happening. Also known as, it's not happening. Marine pollution solved because of fish. Imagine if you could pull that off in real life. Just like bioengineer the fish into eating trash. I mean, technically that's already happening. I'm just being, you know, successfully eating it and not dying in the process. That'd be neat. Nah, that was too loud. That was too loud. It did make me pause. It did make me pause. See, now you got me fully alert. Now I'm fully alert. I'm primed. I'm expecting it. My ears are tuned. The Finnick is in false shiny sound detection mode. That's a normal Glaceon, right? That's not a shiny over there. Points for 61 more. Holy cow. I had to run up to it just to make sure. I can't tell on Glaceon. It's such a subtle change. Oh god. Oh my god! It running at you is terrifying with the glowing red eyes. Wait, you only have points for... Wait, I just realized something. Infernal only has points for 61 more? I thought you had more points than that. You haven't even, like, spent a ton of points on, like, random shiny sandwich redemptions, like Dolphy has. Oh, there it is. OBS took me a second to show the, Dolphy has 65 worth. Wow, I thought you guys were high rolling over there. Every ghost type shiny is completed at the end of the weekend. Good luck with that one. What's the hardest thing from that, though? It's not too difficult anymore. Well, the legendary ghost types would be annoying to go for. Yeah, I think you guys will, like, obliterate that, like, really fast. It will not take you long. Keep getting mysteriously returned. I feel like it would be cool if there was a way or an easy way for me to just click, like, the refund button if someone does a sparkle and I don't fall for it. That's something that I would like to do, but I just don't think we have the ability to. 900 and you do it every single stream. The washed out dead inside. That is a massive Scolipede. Absolute unit. There is a world where I could just make the black and white, like, dead inside a normal thing. Actually, you know what I could do? You refund them every time it doesn't get... Okay, well, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. That's perfect, actually. If it doesn't get me, I'm completely fine with it getting refunded. If it does get me, though, and I say it on stream, then we keep the money. Yeah, I still stand by the ghost type hunt thing being really, really easy outside of the legendaries. The legendaries are the only thing that'll take time. And even then, if you have like a shitload of people beating at it, it will not take long. Just depends on how many people are soft resetting. Anyway, there is technically a way where we could get an extra emote. It probably wouldn't be too hard to set up, but getting a GIF version created of Dead Inside that's washed out actually should theoretically be pretty easy, especially to animate it, because I can just make him blink. We could just take the cop out and just make him blink. I'm dead inside. Or we could turn him into a bongo emote. That'd be hilarious. Dead Inside bongos. Where the color slowly fades. Oh, that's a really good one, actually. That'd be really easy to do, too. You could do that really easily because you could just make 2 copies of it, overlay them, and then just have the color slowly gradient out. It would not be hard to do. The hardest part is just figuring out how to make an animated emote in the first place because I actually don't know how to make this. I've never needed to. Has anyone else also thought about the fact that throughout the course of this story, like, Lumio City has just slowly become more and more, like, destroyed and unlivable? Like, this is a story of a city in decline. It'd be dying inside. That's good. That's a good one. That actually... I'll look into that. I'll see if I can figure out how to do it. I'll see how long it takes to figure out how to do it. Let me put it that way. As per usual, my time right now is definitely not overly copious. I think I've put like at least 10, 11 hours over the past week into working on art stuff. Like between trying to do the writing and the editing and the art and making time for streaming and trying to at least have somewhat of a life. It's a lot. A marshmallow creature? I don't know. More power to you. It can be whatever you want. The only time with a creature creator that I've ever had issues with was one that I was trying to decide if it would be fire spirit or if it'd be firefighting. What level of roasted is it? Oh god, it's completely charred. It's gone. Make it fire ground. It's got obsidian on it. It's been burning for so long. It's charred. Oh wow, an alpha Gardevoir. It's called Earth. Weird world building quirk that I've always taken issue with. If your planet is like the planet where everything's happening on is not named Earth, then why is it called Earth? They wouldn't pick up dirt and be like, look at this Earth. It's an issue I run into every time I'm working on world building a new world. Not even a new world, even with like worlds I already have, where it's just like, oh, I can't call it Earth. That doesn't make any fucking sense. We gotta call it ground or dirt or like whatever else. Which is really fun when you have to think about the term earthquake. Because it's like, well, it's an earthquake because it's on Earth, but if it's on a different planet, it would be called, So yeah. Just fun little aside of very frequent writing problem. Easy to solve. Still quirky to run into. I didn't mean to go back in. A big beach. Imagine they're just like, oh, this is some very nice, fine celestial body here. Oh my shit and god, you're kidding me! Hey guys! Hey guys! Hey guys! I think we know what the shiny is here that we're gonna get now. I like how I went full panic mode just because I wasn't expecting it. I was starting to think about going to a different area, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, guess what? It's a shiny you already have. Gyarados is shiny? What Gyarados? What are you talking about? Get the ball! He keeps breaking out. I don't think he sees me. Shit, never mind. I think he sees me. What are you talking about, Steel Thing, besides the Metagross? Why were you called out the Metagross? I would like to try and get it in a ball without having to fight it, just purely because I know I'm going to knock it out. Yes, I know, you are there. Stop it. Gosh dang it! The shiny sound keeps going off on the Metagross, even though I know it's there. It's like, I already know you're there, you don't have to keep going off. This Roserade wants a piece! They pronounced it grouse in the anime. I cannot get this Roserade to go away from me. I despise Roserade in this game just purely because it always wants a fight. Also, it annoys me that there's no smoke bomb in this game. It's how it's said in the Pokerot, but that's not how it's said in the anime. In the actual anime episodes where it shows up, they do pronounce it Groudon in Kyogre. But there you go. That's what the game... So I said we were going to get one shiny alpha from that spot, and we sure did. You need to get out of here, Chikorita. You're not a shiny. You're just amusing to me. No. What am I doing? I have lost my mind. It's such a good shiny, but it isn't knowing that we already have this line completely taken. Like, in terms of our shiny living decks, we already have this, like, good to go. Like, he's fine. I just have to find the Mega Stone for it. I don't know where it is in here. It's somewhere in here. We have it already. Is it already at the bottom? Is it? It's all the way at the bottom. Okay, that's insulting. Sitting here scrolling through, I was like, where is it? Gee, oh my god, it's... Holy Jesus! It's huge! I didn't think that Metagross as an alpha would be this colossal. This thing is like a battleship. It looks like a car. It's bigger than a car. They see me roll and they hate it. Trying to catch me right and dirty with this Metagross. Holy cow, it's colossal. Jeez, why is it so big? That's what she said. Yikes. It's so big it made Infernal Gun on 144p. Nice. Yeah, that's weird. I never would have expected this to be the shiny that we get. This was not in my guess of what we would end up with. Oh, the stream went down. Well, the stream didn't go down, but Twitch crap bed, it looks like, again. Twitch is doing that more and more as of late. I wish we could ride Pokemon in this game because this would be fun. My Twitch actually crashed. I had to reload it just now. That turns into like a fighter jet when you mega it, and especially when it shoots missiles. Sounds like a Digimon and also Mega Latios. It's everything at once. Okay, so we got one shiny alpha. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to get one for the meme. I didn't think it would be crazy, but here we are. I think I'm gonna go over here now. Let's just see what's in range. I want to see what's in range of this point. That's close enough. Okay, so clearly there's a lot. Ooh, Froakie's in range. That's interesting. Why do flames go down in the rain? Is this set up for like a pun? Is this set up for a pun? I'm not here for a pun. Satellite internet go brr. Oh, there's Bumblebee here. That's nifty. And they are in range. Everything else is not in range. Let's... I don't need an Ampharos, I don't think. Well, maybe I do. Did anybody else just see the Bellsprout in the distance running back to its spawn point? I think that has to be one of the most psychotic running animations I've ever seen before in this game. That looked terrifying, seeing the Bellsprout running at Mach 50 back in the bush. Okay. New fear unlocked. Nice. Amazing. Oh boy, Bellsprout. What a wonderful Pokemon. That definitely is not going to haunt my nightmares now. Woohoo. Alright, let's reset here for a little bit and see what we run into. Maybe we'll find something interesting, or maybe we'll just not find anything, get bored and go to another area because I just have ADHD when it comes to this for some reason. Speaking of Airstrike, it is a shame that Latios and Latios don't actually evolve into jet fighters when they mega evolve. Oh! Oh! You know what? Oh, I just thought of something. Imagine if Dragapult gets a mega. If Dragapult gets a mega, it will probably just straight up mega evolve into a stealth bomber. just a big stealth bomber. Oh no, I just realized. When Dragapult gets a Gigamax form, that's probably what it will be. Just a big stealth bomber. Oh no. Okay, well, we get to look forward to that. Fun fact. My go-to fun fact is not safe for Twitch. There's probably enough times for me to do a check, right? Do one more. I don't see any shinies. There's definitely no shiny over there. Nothing has even spawned over there, so that's cool. Wait, seriously? There's nothing over there? Are they just out of range, barely? Are we really resetting just for this stuff here? Wait, what? It's really out of range. Hang on. Hang on. Are you just barely out of range? You are, aren't you? You are just barely out of range. I would punch you over the fence if I could, but unfortunately this is a video game and I can't do that. Oh no, I just realized that rooftop is in range. Oh, that's fun. That's how I felt about Gigamax. There weren't really a whole lot of Gigamaxes I was fond of using. It was a situation where I was like, I don't want to use any of these. I just don't feel too inspired. Oh no. Oh boy. Infernal's gonna make us all want to reverse and probably not hear whatever this is. Here it comes. Brace. Brace. Ow. Okay, so I don't know that I feel like resetting for Ampharos and Flaffy. So I'm going to swap, I think, here in a second, and I'm going to reset on Area 16. There's a lot of people who complain about megas and not wanting to build a team around a mega and saying like, oh, it's a Pokemon you have to have on your team, but I kind of like that personally. It's like starters. Like, I don't know, it's just a part of the game. I'm gonna go check that roof and then I'm gonna start resetting on 16. Not having all of these in range is really unfortunate because those are things that I would like to go. Oh, you can bench respawn in here. That's interesting. Yeah, I bench in Pokemon. Now, if I was a psychopath, I could try and do the crazy reset method here with the sewers, but I don't feel like a psychopath. Okay, let's go check that rooftop and make sure that nothing spawned over there. Have to I. Have to I. What? And there are no shinies over there. I can tell from all the way over here. Oh, you have to leave. Okay. Peace. I'll still be here for like at least the next 2 hours. Let's reset over here and see what happens. I know I need to get a Phalanx. I also just realized that Phalanx is one of those Pokemon where sometimes I'll pronounce it as Phalanx and sometimes I pronounce it as Phalanx, and I genuinely have no idea what the correct pronunciation is on this thing. Oh god, no, not that one! Not that one! That's one I'm unfortunately been aware of. Also, since this is basically soft resetting, I feel like I should be maybe doing 20 or 30 of these at a time. 9 out of 10 of Dolphins agree that Palafin is insulting. That's a fun fact I can get behind. One out of 10 are Palafin. Casual Geographic? That name sounds familiar. I feel like I should be getting up to that roof. And let's just do a quick recon to see what's actually up here and see what we're looking for potentially. I fell off. I knew that was going to happen. I was going too fast and my finger was slipping. Drink up! Hang on. Let me get to the top of this real quick. I do have a full water bottle for once, so... Ooh, I almost went too far. Come on. Oh, that's... Why can't I not go up this thing? I made it all the way up here, and this isn't even how you get on that roof. There is no way that spawn is in range of that. I don't think I need to worry about this one. Okay. They told me to drink up, so I shall drink up. They told me to do, and that's why I have the redemption in me. That's what they told me to do, so that's what I'm doing. Okay. This area kind of sucks. Let's do this hunt for a hot minute. Because I think it's going to be one of the worst ones in this game by a mile. A subathon, but instead of streaming each sub is how much water you drink? Nah, I don't think we can do that. Nah, no, I don't think I'm that desperate. Also, there's no point for me to even think about a subathon yet because, like, you know, I'm not a big streamer. That's like, a subathon is like at least 2 years in the future at the very least. For anyone wondering what I'm currently doing, by the way. Oh. I didn't realize that you were BRB, but welcome back. Yeah, what I'm doing right now, because it doesn't look like I am doing anything, is we are currently resetting the Mawile spawns on top of this roof. They should just barely be in range when running by here, so they should be respawning every time I run by. Mawile. The superior Pokemon, Mawile, which you can see over here by my left shoulder. On my left. Mawile is one of the sword exclusives that you need. Well, hopefully you can find a Mawile. I wonder how many people would, like, completely tweak out if they heard me say Mawile. Like, please stop saying Mawile. No. No. You Mawile. Any shiny Mawile up here? Nope. Sure not. Actually, while we're up here real quick, let's just drop a pin on top of this. Specifically right there. And let's do a measurement to see if it does actually reach or if I've just been wasting my time. No, it absolutely 100% reaches. 100% reaches. I could probably just reset right there, to be honest. Ink, ow, ooh, ooh. That hurt. Cramp there for a second. Been sitting here for too long today. Chair. No, it's called I've been sitting in my dang chair for way too long. I've been in this chair literally since I woke up today. I have not had any chance to get away from this chair. Literally no chance to get away from this chair. Actually, that's probably part of the reason why I feel so frumpy right now. Also, just so we are clear, there is no chance at all that we are going to shiny hunt Fennekin in this game. I refuse. I am not going to do it. I would rather do literally anything else but shiny hunt the Fennekin because it is in such a bad spot, and the only way to shiny hunt just absolutely seems miserable. What? Frumpy is a legitimate word. Have you never heard anyone use the phrase frumpy? Granted, I think it's like mostly British in origin, probably. I don't know for sure, but still. Have you never heard anyone say frumpy? It just means frumpy. What do you want from me? That would explain a lot, yes. If this Sableye goes shiny, I'm going to lose my mind. I don't know what it is with Sableye, but it's like any game where a Sableye is possible, it feels like it goes shiny randomly, without me trying to get it. It is so obscenely annoying to me at this point. Like, it has happened all the time. I am sick of it. I do not want any more shiny Sableye. I'm done with them. One of the other ones is Nosepass. Nosepass is another one that I just randomly get shiny for no reason all the dang time. Edward's swinging on a bridge. Wait, Edward is swinging? I knew he was scandalous. What? He's swinging on a bridge. He's probably gonna get arrested for indecent exposure. Every now and then I say something and I'm like, I'm proud of myself for that one. No one said what he was swinging from. A really long elastic, just whee, back and forth. Like starting a lawnmower. The bridge is old. That. All right, buddy. Don't say the other thing that just crossed in your mind. The whole thing is swinging. Wow, the whole bridge is scandalous too. That's a lot of scandal going on. Wait, that means Edward is swinging with the bridge. Oh god, it all makes sense now. I think one of those Mawile has gone shiny yet. Probably not, right? I could probably sit here for the next hour and just keep doing this, and maybe one of them would eventually go shiny. This is a tremendously awful way of shiny hunting. I don't think this is one of those games that you can really do shiny hunting in for a prolonged period of time. I think this is one of those where like you come back to it every now and then you do it for a little bit and you're like, oh yeah, I remember why I stopped doing this. And then you leave and you go back to like Arceus or Scarlet and Violet or Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire or literally anything else. I'm swinging the other way. No, I'm safe. I'm fine. I'm just me. Let's go see if there's a shiny Mawile up here. Now see, if somebody wants to cause me to have a heart attack, you'd cue up the sparkle noise right as I start climbing this thing. Probably get me yelled at for talking about, oh boy. I'm too tired. I'm too tired. I don't have the mental brain power. So that's one of those nights where I am so obscenely tired. I just don't have the mental processing power to like process speech or even conversation that well. Sister 1000. He's like 2 years younger than you. What? If he's 1,000+ years old, then you're what, like 3,000? Are you farting dust over there? Dolphy's farting dust. Guys, we figured it out. Dolphy farts dust. He's ass. That ass. Arizona! Oh man, oh my god, we never made that joke during the playthrough. That never occurred to me. That never occurred to me. We could have made so many Arizona jokes. We could have kept joking about how hot it was. Oh, that was ass. That wouldn't have worked out too well. Dude's just old. I don't know that joke would work. What other Arizona jokes? Show some respect to the dead. No. You can't tell me what to do. I'm a strong, independent Fennec who doesn't need no guidance. Like, I wish there was some way to, like, confirm without having to go up the ladder that a shiny has shown up, because it's one of those things where I keep resetting, and it's like, it could have shown up on the very first one, and I would never know because I can't see up there or hear a noise because it's just out of render distance just slightly. That vexes me. Goodbye, Sableye. Every time I run past that Sableye, I'll be completely honest, it makes me want to, like, kick it in the face. There's an alpha up here now. That's nifty. Fall and break my legs. I'm going to do another round of this because I don't think I can tolerate anything more of this, so I'm going to go to a different area. Mario Kart World free roam. I forgot about Mario Kart World. I actually liked Mario Kart World, but the thing that I liked in it was probably not the thing that most people like. I really liked that knockout mode they have. It was very interesting and kind of refreshing. I didn't much care for the circuit mode. I do not like the whole traveling from course to course thing. Specifically in circuit mode. Specifically in circuit mode, I did not like the traveling from course to course thing. But in knockout mode, the traveling from course to course thing was actually enjoyable, and I actually liked it there. Eventually, everyone will have Mario Kart World, and we can do a Mario Kart World stream again, and we can all get pissed off at the game and then never play it again. we play it for like an hour, and everyone's like, "Okay, I'm done." And I just threw my controller through my window. That's it, guys. Controller's out the window. We're done. How long is your Switch game wish list? How long is it? Like at least 3. And you still need a new computer. Bonanza. I think Bonanza is worth it for anybody who's like on the fence. I think Bonanza is a fantastic game. To me, I know we didn't end up speedrunning it because it absolutely wrecked my hands, and I can't have that happen with all the stuff that I do, but it was a really, really good game. Yeah, I still remember, like, my experience with that, like, was in college. When I was in college, I couldn't really afford to do anything. Then eventually I graduated from college, got in the world, got a job, and was able to buy all the things. And now I have the setup that you all see on the Discord. Yeah, I said I was gonna do one more, so let's go ahead and move on. That was my last one for that one. I don't want to do that one because I've already done that one offline. What's in range? Wait, what's in range of this one? Oh, wait, what is this? Yo, wait, what? We can reset here. I've never played Wonder either. This is like the sketchiest reset point that I've ever seen so far. You are just in the pit. Okay. We're just in the zone. That probably means this is gonna be one of the fastest shiny hunt spots in the game, is my guess, since we're just in it. I'm also gonna try tonight, just because I want to see what happens. I'm going to leave my Switch online, and I'm just gonna park in front of the Mawile spot and see what happens. Just gonna see what happens. I'll just leave it on overnight. It's not like anything is gonna happen. Maybe we'll log on and we'll have a Mawile and I don't have to think about it again. Technically, I don't have to think about it even now. That's a huge Pumpkaboo! Huge Pumpkaboo! Okay, well, Pumpkaboo's been gotten. Okay, awesome. Fantastic. That caught me off guard. It was just in my face. huge Pumpkaboo. Okay, well, we're done with Pumpkaboo. Completely done with the Pumpkaboo line. Burp. It's not bad so far. 3 shinies tonight's not bad. Not great, but it's not bad. All right, well, that's the one that I wanted to get that was there. We'll get Venipede and Scolipede at some point during the day. Maybe Beedrill too. Bye. I'm gonna go somewhere else now. How wonderful. Okay, so I know that I can fly to this point, but that point only has Houndoom and Houndour in range that I care about. This one has Binacle. I will continue to pronounce it Binacle. I refuse to switch. It was Markiplier. Holy crap, it's been so long since I thought about that. Wasn't that viral like 2 or 3 years ago? Is that how long ago that was? Time has passed very strangely since lockdown. It's been a long time. Didn't he say smash when he got to Victory Bell? Am I remembering that correctly? I feel like I am. It was pre-Gen 9. That sounds correct. It was a long time ago. I know that much. I'm pretty sure he said smash on Victory Bell though. That's disturbing. Y'all. Not. Huh. The newest form of bottom surgery. Job's done. Ah! I stole the joke. I said it first. It's mine now. This is my joke now. I don't know why I'm coming up here to check anything, as if this is actually in range of literally anything over here, because it's really not. Oh, I have to check that rooftop over there at some point. We'll do that later. Wow. That's a new one. The newest insult just dropped. Things are getting wild out here tonight. It's hard to believe we've already been streaming for an hour and a half. That's crazy. I don't know why that's crazy to me, but it's just wild. Dude, yeah, it's been an hour and a half of doing literally just everything that you're seeing on screen, and we've just been sitting here talking and completely ignoring everything that's happening on screen. There's nothing to watch on screen, in fairness. We just keep doing this, and we keep hoping, and then our hopes get dashed, and then we need therapy. I wish I could go back to the point in my life where I could watch streams, but it's just not easy anymore. Trying to catch the people that I used to watch when they're online is borderline impossible. Also, a bunch of the streamers that I liked randomly decided that they're morning streamers now, and I'm still like just one of those things where it's like, why? Morning streams? Nerds. I think there's a Swablu up here or something that I don't care about, so I really don't care if this thing goes shiny. Oh, there's a Villain up here. Never mind. And Scatterbug. Okay, those are pretty good. If one of those goes shiny, I won't complain. Good old Therapia. That's the newest way to aggravate someone. Purposely pronounce P as Pia. Need all 20. Ha ha ha! That's not happening. I'm not even going to try to pretend that that'll ever happen. Like, there are certain ones that I would like to collect the full thing on, like Alchemy or something like that. The villain is never going to happen because there's no realistic way for a person to get all of them. I'd have to, like... I don't even know how to do that one. Because I'd like to do it myself without trading, and I'm pretty sure the only way I'd be able to do that would be trading. Like, just get a whole bunch of shiny of a villain and then trade them away. Do you think, like, people just straight up eat Alchemy? I feel like that's a Pokemon that probably just gets eaten on accident. Like, it just... like, it just slides onto a plate and just sits there to have a nice little sit, and then someone comes along and just, you know... Oh, that's a Houndour! What's the worst shiny that changes? What do you mean? You mean what's the worst shiny that has multiple forms? Furfrou? Furfrou crosses my mind. Honestly, I think one of the biggest pains is Vivillon. Where the color is photo-identical. Next question. It's Elekid 100% if we're talking about the color being photo-identical. Or we could talk about Behemoth. Behemoth? Behemoth. Oh, you're asking where the color... You want something where what's the worst shiny... where you can clearly see that it is a shiny, but you still think the color sucks. Kamala, next question. Kamala, next question. Have a nice day. Welcome back, Infertile. You have missed, we got a shiny doggo, but that's it. Nothing else has happened. We talked for a little bit about whether or not you could eat Alcremie, and then we're talking about, which shiny is the worst shiny where you can tell that it's actually changed its color. So not like Pikachu or Garchomp, where their colors are identical. I think Kamala has got to be one of the worst shinies. I don't like Kamala at all. Its log turns pink. That doesn't sound right. But its log turns pink. And it's like, woo. Woo! Pink log! Woohoo! The other one that's not great is, Turtonator? Was that his name? Turtonator? The fire dragon turtle that turns, like, diarrhea brown when it becomes shiny. That's another one where it's like, I'm not so sure about that one, Ted. I think that one might need to go back in the oven. Go on, put it back in the oven, let it burn. Let it turn all the way obsidian color, and then it'll be a little bit better shiny. The black and gold would be very acceptable. Diarrhea coloring is not acceptable. Wait, is it? I wonder if... That's actually funny. I didn't know that. So both of the shinies that I dislike are sequential in the decks. Just Kamala, Turtonator. Don't like either of them. It's worth noting that there's a lot of shinies in Alola that I don't like. Alola does have some really great shinies, but then Alola has a lot of misses that are just kick him out the window. Like, it's got really good ones. Like, Bruxish has a great shiny. Marini, great shiny. The whole entire, Grebin line, fantastic. And then you got Kamala, you got Turtonator. Unfortunately, you have other ones, too, where it's, like, barely a change between the regular form and the shiny form in that region. So yeah, it's weird. It's like feast or famine with that one. Although I will say, I think Galar has some really bad ones too. If we're talking about a really bad one, I do not like the Hatterene line. The Hatterene line shiny is terrible. I like Hatterene as a Pokemon, but that line of shinies is just not great. It's like, oh, it's a shiny. It's going to be a different shade of pink. Ah. Like, look at what they did with Grimmsnarl. Like, Grimmsnarl, like, completely changes from black to white. Like, that's sick looking. Like, you can tell the difference. Look great. And then you got the freaking Hatterene where it's like, if I squint, I can kind of see the shade differences. And then you have, like, Sandaconda where it's like, okay, cool. Its neck gets gray. Awesome. That's fantastic. Good old gray neck. What I always wanted in a Pokemon, a gray neck. And then you have Aerocuda and Barraskewda, which are also terrible shinies. The Mr. Mime, Mr. Rhyme is really bad too. Gray neck sounds like a disease. It looks like a disease too. What else is in there? What else is in that generation? Like, I feel like Sword and Shield. I bash on Sword and Shield all the time, but I think they just. I think it's just a bad dex all around. It's. If you held a gun to my head and you told me that I have to pick a dex to get rid of, even though it has a couple in there that I'm really fond of, I think I'd always pick Sword and Shield as the dex to get rid of, and I think I would be fine. I would miss Grimmsnarl, and I would miss Nickit. And that's probably it. I don't think I would be too remiss to lose anything else from Sword and Shield, personally. I like Nickit, I just don't like Thievul. Yeah, that's exactly. Eviolite, I kid you not, like 6 years ago, I think, I bought a shiny Nickit plush from somebody off of Etsy. I still have it. It's a big plush too. It's not small. Like it's like a pretty sizable little Nickit. It looks great. I really like Nickit. I just don't like Thievul. Not even slightly. There's nothing redeeming about Thievul. Thievul is literally the van Pokemon. That's its name. It's the van Pokemon, because you can only find them in a van with a bag of candy. I really want one of these Binacle to change. I need both. I need a Binacle and I need a Barbaracle, so we need to get 2 of these at some point. Let's check if one of these guys has gone shiny. Doesn't look like it. Where do we want to go now? Not doing that area. This area doesn't have anything I really need in it. Well, I guess I need a Phantump, but I think I'd rather go over somewhere else. Everyone has a Pokemon like that? Oh, guaranteed. There's got to be more people. They're like, I love the basic form, but that Evo. Oh, absolutely. Gen 4 almost certainly has a ton of Evo haters. It has to. There's no way it doesn't. Okay, so here's something I don't know off the top of my head, and this is a curious thing. I have no idea, in terms of this game, if the shiny hunting sound will go off if the Pokemon is still buried. Magmortar, Electivire, Rhyperior, yeah. No, wait, what? I like Electivire and I like Magmortar, but I really don't like Rhyperior. It feels like it loses everything that made Rhydon so good. Its face goes like full derp mode. So what here is in range when I run in? How far in does this range go? Wow. So it gets all of the Aron line. It does not quite reach this, unfortunately. That is unfortunate. The thing I'd really like to target here is actually the Helioptile. I do need to get 2 more Arons, but I can do those in other games, so I'm really not worried about it here. What's in range here? I'm sure this one's awful. I bet this one is literally just Slowpoke and that's it. Nothing else is in range. God, the noise they make. Well, there's some Bellsprout and some Carvanha. I do need a Carvanha, but I don't need one desperately. See an image I just saw in memes? Send it. I'll preemptively pull up memes. That really makes me want a Mega for Nidoqueen and Nidoking. But yeah, they all kind of go together. Yeah, see, I just don't get Rhyperior. Like, Rhyperior is such a weird departure. Like, I know it's normal for some Pokemon lines to just full depart from their original ones, but Rhyperior just feels like a total left field one. Not a fan. Not a fan. I tried to like it, but it just rubs me the wrong way. Thieful is definitely the one that would rub you the wrong way. Thieful's the one that has you screaming off in the woods yelling stranger danger. See, I think the problem is like, there's so many elements of Rhyperior where you just sit there and look at it and you're like, where did that come from? Like, if it was just one thing instead of so many things. But you just look at it and you're like, where did any of this come from? Like, it looks so different from Rhydon. I also don't like the protector plates. The protector plates bother me. Like, I get why they're there, but I still don't like them. I think of all the Gen 4 extra evolutions that happened, I think Rhyperior is my least favorite. I'm not a huge fan of Licky Licky either. But I'm also not a huge fan of Licky Tongue in the first place. Speaking of which, it's been a while since we've had a Licky Tongue in a mainline game. I just realized that. Licky Tongue's just kind of sequestered away into a corner. We'll never see him again. He's hiding. Probopass. I don't like Probopass, but I also don't necessarily dislike it. Does that make sense? It's one of those where its existence doesn't bother me. Rhyperior's existence bothers me. Probopass's existence doesn't bother me. He does. I'm not going to disagree. Not going to disagree with that at all. I feel like any... Wait, what? Why can't I... There we go. Any Pokemon where it like plays into the facial hair or like hair in general thing usually freaks me out, where it's like, why are we doing this? Which again, leads us back to the Alola region. Magnezone's the best Gen 4 Evo, probably. I would not be willing to argue that. I think that the best one would either be Electivire or Magnezone. I think both of them rock. But yeah, why did wait, hold on. Speaking of which, go back to that train of thought that I have. What in the world happened with Sun and Moon randomly deciding that it was go time with facial hair in terms of the Alolan Pokemon? Or not even just facial hair, also like hair in general too. Like Alolan Diglett, they were like, all right guys, it gets hair. Alolan Geodude, all right guys, it gets hair. Magneton wasn't even that bad either. Like, it was really good competitively, and I actually liked its final evolution. I think having a Pokemon or a creature in general where, like, the final stage of its evolution is just, like, a cluster of the smaller ones together, I think it's fine as long as it's used sparingly. I don't have any issue with it. I never did. But that's also coming as someone whose favorite Pokemon was Dugtrio, at least for a hot minute at one point when I was young. No, I think Magnezone is better too. I'm not disagreeing. I'm not willing to argue that at all. All right, where else can we go to shiny hunt? I know this is an awful position. This is a terrible shiny hunting location. If there was a fly point like right here, it'd be 10 times better, but without that. This is also a bad spot because it's like, if you really want to shiny hunt Snorunt, go for it. If you want to shiny hunt anything else, so tough luck. If there was like a reset point here, this would be great because we could go for Vanillite or, why can't I think of its name? Wow, its name just completely left my, Bergmite. Bergmite. I actually already have a shiny Delibird. Yes, shiny Delibird goes purple if I remember correctly, but I've gotten 2 of them, I think. I got them in Scarlet and Violet when I was shiny hunting Weavile, if I remember correctly. I think one of them was a full odds. Because if I remember correctly, the sandwich ran out and it just was like, hey, and I'm like, oh, well, that's just not what I wanted. I didn't want it. Purple Santa Chicken, yes. Makes you wonder how they decided on purple as the shiny for that one, right? Like, they clearly had a Santa Chicken. So why did they go with purple? They knew what they were doing until they went through the shiny. Although, honestly, weren't all of the Gen 2 and Gen 1 shinies just them, like, reversing the colors? And that's why so many of them are green? Isn't that what happened? I swear I read that was a thing. I don't remember. It's been too long since I've looked into that. I haven't had a reason to look into it ever again. It's one of those where you Google it one time, you're like, oh, neat. You forget about it, move on with life. I should stop trying to talk while I'm in the middle of, like, saying, like, yawning. I couldn't help it. Imagine the whole stream is me trying to talk while yawning and it just turns into... I'm gonna warn you guys now, I do think I am gonna conk out early tonight. It's really hitting me hard right now. It's really hitting me hard. I can feel it. I will endeavor to take some sleep medication tonight though, so I actually like stay knocked out. Oh, I think I mentioned this at the beginning of the stream, but there will be another stream tomorrow. Since it's Halloween on Friday, yes, I think that's right. Tomorrow we are doing what has turned into our yearly required Phasmophobia Halloween event. So we'll be doing Phasmo tomorrow, and it'll just be hijinks and shenanigans for the whole 3 hours. And I'll probably try to find a way to assassinate different people. We'll try to figure out a way to maybe pop a music box when Daedalus is in the ghost room. That'd be fun. Probably gonna pull out the trait wheel. Probably tomorrow if I had to guess. We'll probably do trait wheels shenanigans. Since it should be the full group. It should be all 4 of us. Hopefully we don't have another disaster where we get caveman on the asylum. No. That was no bueno. Worst map for caveman ever. You think I can go up and check the Mawile yet? Caveman on Asylum does actually make a lot of sense. But man, it was awful to play. The mentally ill have breached containment and they cannot communicate at all. What was funny is I remember Haplo died and was still trying to communicate to us in Caveman, in chat, and it's like, this still makes absolutely no sense. I have no idea what he's trying to tell us right now. Yeah, just like that. Thanks for that. I was not expecting that. It's not that it's like scary, but it's one of those things where you hear it and your heart jumps slightly and you feel a chill go down your spine. Like I shouldn't be hearing that right now. What? Why am I hearing it? And it's like, oh yeah, it's just another alert. Whew. Man. Breaking your house to deliver the cetacean cookies. I'm just imagining like I'm asleep at one night and I'm kind of drearily wake up. And I'm like, oh my god, what is that? And then I just hear it's like, oh god, Dolphy's in the house. Oh god. It's that moment where you're like, oh god, Dolphy's in the house. And you're like, oh god, Dolphy brought cookies. Never mind, it's fine. Fun fact, I am exceptionally easy to bribe. The only thing you have to do to bribe me is cookies. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. Nothing complicated, nothing crazy. Just cookies. Doesn't matter what kind. Just make sure they're chocolate chip. Doesn't matter the brand. Just as long as they're chocolate chip or Oreo, it's fine. I am extraordinarily easy to bribe, and my coworkers are definitely aware of it. No shiny Mawile. Fun fact, we had this conversation the other day with my coworkers, and I forgot that this happened. But one time, one of my team members showed up late to work, and I can't remember how late it was. It wasn't like awful. It wasn't enough for me to really care. But apparently she felt really guilty about it and like wanted to try to like bribe me, and she brought in a whole gallon of milk. It's like, oh sweet. Well, this covers me for like the next day. I was raised in cow country. I'm a very big milk drinker. It's a Missouri thing. Porpoise-shaped cookies. Haha! Now you're baking with porpoise. Cookies, the promise of violence or steel. Imagine it's a steel cookie with a knife. Oh my god, wait, that'd be a funny looking icon. Like a steel cookie, but it's holding a knife. What, did I just like steal the words right out of your mouth or something? This is happening a lot tonight. It was the low-hanging fruit. It was there. I was like, might as well go for it. Oop. So what do you think the odds are that we actually get a Mawile tonight? Probably not, right? Like, there's almost no chance this is happening. You know what's funny is even if we do get a Mawile, it's probably gonna be a male. It's probably gonna be a male. It's not gonna be Vice. It's gonna be a fake one. Slay girly pop. Yes, queen. 25%. Wow. Those are actually decent odds. I guess it also depends on how early I conk out. It'll be a Reginald. Oh, no! If we get a male Mawile, I will name it Reginald because I think that's funny. I think that's funny. Yes, it's Reginald. Reginald is here. Imagine, oh my god. Can you imagine if it was a male Mawile? Like, the way to tell them apart is males just have a mustache for no reason. It's like a little drawn-on mustache with like a pencil or something. Just kind of etched on there. I said Reginald, one of the Hoenn legendaries. Yes. Actually, that just reminds me. Regigigas has to be one of the Pokemon that I would love to hear all the incorrect pronunciations on. I'm like trying to think of like all the ways you can mispronounce Regigigas. And some of them just would probably sound crazy. The normal Regis is just a dude. Its name? Regidude. Regidude. Hey, what's up? My name's Todd. I just happened to be in the area. I was chilling with my homies, the other Reggies. I don't know what the heck's going on. Oh, you're throwing a ball at me? Oh crap, I'm being caught. Oh, no. Reggie Fils-Aimé! I miss Reggie. Reggie made all the Nintendo Present things fun, and then he left, and then they got boring and uninteresting. Now all the Nintendo Directs just have really boring businessmen doing really boring businessmen things with literally no soul whatsoever in any of their presentations. It's really sad. I miss when they put all that money into doing the whole puppet thing for that E3 that one year. That was funny. It's unfortunate it was so poorly received just because nobody cares about Star Fox anymore. Yay, $80 video game. Yay. $80. Woo! Yeah, I feel like there's going to be like massive disparity between video games at some point. Like in the next 10 years, I have a feeling we'll see video games that cost like $150 just out of the box. Compared to like indie titles, they're still going to be like $5. And there's just going to be this massive disparity. You know it's coming. It's absolutely on its way. Can you imagine if the next Pokemon game that comes out is like $90? Oh man, oh man, I thought it was $100. Oh man, ah no, there's a bot. Another bot has entered the channel. How annoying. Has it been killed? I can't see that in OBS. Is it already dead? It's already dead, okay. Yeah, OBS doesn't tell me when the bot's been killed. It just leaves the bot there, and I just have to kind of guess. Infernal has the fastest bot shooting arm in the West. Those bots just do not get a chance. It's like that one meme. Oh, have you seen that one meme where it's the that zombie, the bloater from Last of Us? It barges into a cabin and starts getting hostile, and then it pauses. And it's like, oh shit! And it pans around the room. It's like every badass monster killer to ever exist. That's what it feels like every time a bot enters this channel and Infernal's online. The bot just enters the room and it instantly gets blown back out the door. Twitch is getting suspicious how many bots you kill. They're like, is this guy just banning random people? Like, what's going on here? What's he up to? Get better account. Yes, no kidding. Well, a lot of the accounts that come through here that we ban are accounts that have existed for a very long time. So I think it's actually a higher chance that accounts are just getting hacked right and left, is what it feels like. And I mean, if people don't have two-factor authentication on their Twitch at this point, I mean, that's kind of on them. If you don't have two-factor authentication, you should probably get two-factor authentication. Just saying. Reminder for anything that you guys care about. Anybody who's listening right now, if you care about it, and there's a 2-factor authentication option, which there probably is, you should probably be using that. And if you're not, it's on you if you can't get sacked. That account was made yesterday. Oh man, they're evolving. Yeah, I have 2FA on every single thing. Everything I care about is like fully protected. I don't mess with that. Let's go check and see if we have a shiny Mawile. I can't wait for that Sableye to randomly turn shiny. That's going to be fantastic. I'm so happy when I turn this corner and it's a yellow Sableye. If you turn yellow, I will like make a point of killing you every single night. So don't do that. It's annoying, but it's more annoying to have to get back a hacked account. Fun fact, story time. One time at work, somebody downloaded a virus and it infected our entire system, and we were offline for like 2 days because every single computer was infected. The joy of a shared company network. Every single computer shares data with itself, which means if one thing gets infected, they all get infected. Yay! Did you execute that person? Unfortunately, no. They are still working with us. And they still do the dumbest things you can imagine. Bot should get smited by an auto mod before... Oh, I didn't even think that was an option. Hell yeah. That never crossed my mind. I mean, it makes sense. It just never crossed my mind. That's a really easy term to block, too. What was it mentioned? It was like, what, Stream Boo or something? Was that what? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Just anytime that's mentioned, just kill that instantly. Problem solved. Automod will finally block something useful instead of randomly sniping Dolphy out of existence. Actually, that's a good point. I actually do not have any idea how... I don't think Automod has ever actually blocked anything useful. I think it only just blocks regular banter. But I still leave it up just in case some psychopath comes in here, because that's happened on YouTube a few times. Every now and then on the YouTube side, somebody will just come through that's just an absolute lunatic. I've never had that happen on the Twitch side, thankfully. The thought of Automod existing just purely to bully you and Dolphy is also kind of funny. I think that's kind of funny. It's like... Automod is here just purely to block messages from my subs. And make their lives more difficult for no reason. Yay. You know what's sad is we said it was like a 25% chance that a Mawile goes shiny before the end of the night. I would wager there's like a 70% chance that the Sableye goes shiny, even though there's like only one of them here. That was really close to being good timing. That was like so close. If you had been like 4 seconds faster, you would have probably caused me to have a heart attack on stream. That was a 4-second difference between me being fine and me going to the hospital. It was really close. It was really close, I'll give you that. If you could somehow time it to trigger right as I start if it goes off when I'm halfway up the ladder, I will 100% fall for it. It's just right at that halfway point, because that's about when the shiny sound should go off, if there's a shiny up there. You could also theoretically get me when I'm running over here to this wall, because I'm pretty sure that we shouldn't be able to hear a shiny sound down here, but I don't know that for certain, so you could just like make me doubt myself. I just realized something. I wonder if there's anything else in range here. Wait. Oh, hold on a minute. There's a very real chance that something else has gone shiny here, and I haven't seen it because I just haven't been checking. I should go and look at the other roofs and see if anything else here is loaded in. Because I think there's at least a little bit of roof over there that's in range. Let's do that. Let's go over here first. Let's see if we see anything over here on this side. There's a Dabber over there. Abracadabra. I'm pretty sure that was fake. I'm like 99% certain that was fake. But that one was really good timed because I just happened to be walking. Why is there a railing all the way around this? This is terrible. This is the worst. Yeah, you got good timing on that one. That one did make me pause. I was like, there's no chance that's a real shiny, but I had to sit there and think about it for a little bit about anything that was in range. And I did there for a second wonder if it was a Carbink that went off. You did make me wonder about a potential Carbink having popped. I'm gonna go check the rooftops over here and see if anything's shown up. There we go. Imagine we're just walking through here and a shiny shows up. That'd be so disastrous. Where is the rooftop access? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's my least favorite animation in the whole game. I hate this animation. What an annoying animation. The day and night change is so aggravating. I don't need to see this. Why is there just a random Watchog up here? Wait, have I never been on this rooftop? This does not look familiar. Oh, I have definitely been up here before. I remember this Arbok. Just a bunch of Watchog up here. Yeah, there's, well, I guess these Watchog would be in range. Wouldn't they? Yeah, these Watchog are in range. They could go shiny. The Carbok and it drove a Kia. Wow. What's Arbok's favorite musician? Bach. Do you think Arbok is thinking Arby's? Oh no. I have a terrible idea. Do you think in the future there will be Pokemon sponsorships with where they actually go in and completely reskin a Pokemon's base palette to match like McDonald's or Arby's or like can you imagine an Arby's colored Arbok? McDonald's Pikachu where it's dressed like Ronald McDonald, full with the color and everything? Like, oh no. Walmart themed. A Walmart themed, anything. That'd be awful. Walmart themed anything. Wait a minute. I think I know. I think I've seen this. I think I actually know what this is. Wait. Oh, God. Oh. Ow. Ow. Yeah. Yeah, every guy in the world felt that one. Nailed it. Man, I haven't thought about Monster Hunter in a while. I just did not like Monster Hunter. I thought Monster Hunter Wilds was just awful. I think Monster Hunter Wilds is probably one of the worst in the franchise. Which is really sad. See, now you're going to send me off on a Monster Hunter rant. Monster Hunter Wilds was so awful purely because it just... I guess they got tired of people talking about there being no story, so they decided to put you on rails and shove you into thing after thing after thing with characters that you just did not care about even slightly. Did OBS eat that? Yes. Whatever it was, it got eaten. What got said? Actually, I could just open Twitch because it doesn't really matter right now. Am I allowed to feel it? You can if you want to. But I think in all the video games that I've ever played, I think those characters in Monster Hunter were the absolute most insufferable batch of characters that I've ever had to deal with in my entire life. Yeah, it was pretty bad all around. I just thought it was all completely bad. I don't think there's really any redeeming qualities. Because I didn't like the area design either. I think the way that they did the area design in Monster Hunter Wilds wasn't that interesting. It felt small and uninteresting because every single monster always spawned in exactly the same position and it went through the exact same patterns every single time. There was no variance to any of it. If it spawned in Area 2, it would always spawn in Area 2, and it would always run to Area 3, and then it would do a big long run to Area 7 for no reason, and then it would go back to Area 3 every single time, guaranteed. Like, where's the interest? At least, like, in older Monster Hunters, you know, it would usually spawn either in Area 3 or sometimes it would go for 5. And then after that, it was kind of a mixed bag on where it would end up going after that. Like, you couldn't predict it correctly every single time. It just wasn't possible. But Wilds was like, okay, well, we're just gonna do this every single time, because... Rant over. That's my rant. I'm done. I got it out of my system. Wasn't a fan of Monster Hunter Wilds. Done. Let's see if we found a shiny Sableye. Okay, good. No shiny Sableye. That's fantastic. How are you hitting me from down there? It's kind of fun, too, because it's one of those things where I'm sitting here and it's like, why am I bothering to shiny hunt Mawile when I already have a competitively bred Mawile waiting in Pokemon Home? Like, why are we doing this? Vice already exists. Like... Vice exists. There's a Vice. Like, I don't need another one, but I'm just doing this because I feel like I'm obligated. Also, there's like 9 more canary screws on this map that I need to find at some point, but I just don't care to go looking for them because I don't know where they are. I have no idea where they could be. I found one buried in a courtyard the other day. It was like inside a bunch of buildings that you can only get through the roof, and I was like, oh boy. That's probably where all the other ones are too, so... The most glorious of shiny hunting. Resetting over and over, running to a point, resetting over and over, in an never-ending loop of just terrible awfulness. I wish there was some way to like more actively shiny hunt. Like if there was at least something I could do to affect the spawn rates of these zones. Like if I could just increase the odds, kind of like in Scarlet and Violet, where you can increase the odds of at least running into more fairy types than anything else, or I don't know. I don't know. Like it'd be nice if there was just a way to be like, I am hunting for this specific thing, instead of I'm running up to an area and praying that something changes. It's also not lost on me that Watchog over there is probably turned shiny already. I'm gonna go ahead and check for Kadabra over here because I haven't checked in a while. No, it looks like nothing over here is shiny. That did not sound like that was redemption. That was probably redemption though, right? That really did not sound like a redemption. That was really good timing, but I don't think it was real. I don't think that was a real one. I'm pretty sure that was a redemption. If that wasn't a redemption, like... It was a redemption. Okay, that was like really good timing because it didn't... I was like talking over it or something. So in my ears, it didn't sound like it was that loud. So it sounded like it was at least partially real. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, you know what? We should have checked that Watchog. I'll reset like another 10 times and we'll go check the Watchogs and see what they're doing. Again, I question why I'm doing this. Yeah. Okay, so it wasn't just me. I think it was because I was talking. That's my guess. I was just yapping in the middle of it. And if I'm yapping, it sounds much quieter than it usually does. Probably because I'm just really loud. How obvious is it that I'm exceedingly tired right now? Are my eyes starting to droop? Because it feels like my eyes are starting to droop. When I say I have been absolutely busting my ass over the last couple of weeks, I mean it. It's really starting to take a toll. I'm going to have to, like, take a couple of days off here sometime soon from, like, everything just to recover. But not yet. I have work that needs to be finished. Yeah. I'm thinking that's probably wise. And that's also why I just ate a gummy. One of my melatonin gummies. If I eat it now, it should be fully kicked in by the time I go to lay down. You'd think somebody would be fixing that tower. Hey guys, what do you think we should be doing with that tower in the middle of the city? You mean the one that turned into a death flower? Yeah, that one. Yeah, just leave it, it's fine. So, okay, here's an interesting thing about melatonin that is worth noting. The type of pill that it's delivered in massively changes if it works or not. So, when I was first introduced to melatonin, it was my mother who told me that I should try it to see if it would help with my sleep issues. She gave me the little pills that came in like a capsule. That did nothing. Absolutely did nothing. Had no effect on me. And then she tried the one that you have to chew. Also had no effect. So we just assumed that melatonin had no effect. Then I got the gummies. I don't know why the gummies are different, but the gummies do work on me, whereas none of the other ones do. So if you've never had a gummy, you should try a gummy. Imagine it's instant and I just fall asleep. Honestly, I'd be so fine with that. Like, can you imagine if like I'm just sitting here gaming and all of a sudden I'm just... Like, that'd be fantastic. I'd be so happy because it just means I fall asleep, and I'm fine with that. I'd love to fall asleep right now. If I could just fall asleep, just pass out on stream, fine. You have gummies at 10 milligram tag. Damn, okay, yeah, it does not work on you then. Yep, I got nothing. That's definitely a does not work situation, but that's just the thing, is it doesn't work on some people. Mawile, why? All right, let's check the Watchog real quick. Let's see what's going on with Watchog while I sit here and just chug what little is left of my water. Okay, so it is possible to play this game with one hand. I just figured that out. It's not easy, but it's possible. Oh god. It's kind of psychotic that Sharpedo just leaps out of the water. Carvanha is getting pumped. Carvanha's like, oh yeah, brother. I'm gonna get in there. Is a weighted blanket and being as the smallest space as possible. That actually doesn't. So I've heard about stuff like that before too. For some people. So yeah, that checks out. I know the other thing for me is temperature. Temperature massively affects. I can't, if it's too warm, there's no chance I cannot fall asleep. There's no way. It's not happening. I don't think we're getting a shiny Mawile tonight. Which is alright. It's not been a great night for shiny hunting. We really didn't get that many. We got what, like 3? We got a shiny Metagrouse, the Pumpkaboo, which is nice. The Pumpkaboo was really nice, and the Spinarak, which was just fun. Yeah, speaking of which, my apartment runs weird when it gets cold outside, where like the AC just gives up on life no matter how low I put it, so I'm gonna have to run the AC even colder than usual tonight just to try and beat the weird temperature differences in my apartment. I hate my apartment so much. Must be nice to not have sleep issues. I'm jealous of the people who can just lay down and instantly conk out. Like, that's insane to me. They just hit this pillow and they're like instantly asleep, and it's like, how do you do that? Honestly, the reason why I have so many issues falling asleep is because my mind never shuts off. Everything, like, so much of my life is story related, so I always have story stuff constantly going through my head. It's usually not even anything new, it's just me going back over the story stuff that I'm already, like, created, and I'm just seeing it in my head over and over and over and over. It's not something I can shut off. Background audio. See, background audio usually just, like, jazzes my brain up even more. I tried white noise. I tried multiple things, but it just still absolutely goes ballistic. The weird thing that helps more often than not that's really strange is earplugs. For some reason, wearing earplugs usually gets me to fall asleep much faster than normal. And I don't know why, because there's nothing loud in my apartment. Side note, I also think it's funny that everybody complains about the Lumio City theme. I actually like the Lumio City theme, so I'm fine with the Lumio City theme playing all the time. Not hearing any noises, so this is probably a bust on this side. Pitch black, cramped, cold, and need weight on you. Fair. I've heard of something similar to that. I can't remember what the explanation was behind why it works, but I have heard of something like that. I just can't. That's gonna bug me now. There's a big old Mawile over there. Damn, she's huge. Oh, she big. Or he big. I actually don't know. There's no way to tell. There's no mustache. The real question. Are you gonna mustache me a question? I'll mustache you a question. Let me ask you something. Mustache you a question. I think I just hit the point of the night where my brain has officially cracked. What Pokemon music would I hate to hear this much? Oh my god, what is it? I have an answer. I do know what Pokemon theme I would despise hearing this much. It's funny because this is actually at the very forefront of my mind because I genuinely do hate this theme that I'm thinking of right now. Gen 1, so we are talking 8-bit, not the revamped one, like the basic 8-bit Gen 1 theme. The Team Rocket Hideout theme is like nails on a chalkboard to me in Gen 1 with that 8-bit sound. I hate the Gen 1 Rocket theme. Absolutely nails on chalkboard. I cannot, it drives me nuts because every now and then a remix of it will pop up on like a playlist on YouTube and I just have to instantly kill it because it's like, I can't do it. It's that bad. I can't even stand the remixes of it. I just think it's terrible. I think it's awful. If I had to listen to it as much as the Lumio City theme, I'm pretty sure I would just not be playing this game anymore. Thankfully, I think the Lumio City theme is really nice, and it makes me think of that Pichu Brothers short. Weirdly enough. Is it weird that this game just constantly reminds me of that Pichu Brothers short? Does anybody know that short that I'm talking about with the Pichu Brothers? Man, that stuff was really good back then. I really want to get a Kangaskhan or a Furfrou so I can stop thinking about it. Either of those would be just such nice pickups right now. Or Audino. Audino would be fine too. I don't know about you, but I'd be fine with either of them. Ah! Well, son of a gun. Well, we got a shiny Furfrou. Shiny Furfrou has been acquired, and I'm pretty sure that a fake shiny noise was popped at the same time, so that's kind of ironic. Was that a fake one that went off at the same time? All I had to do was complain. It saw me sitting here and struggling with the Mawile, and it's like, here, have a Furfrou. It's like, thanks, bro, appreciate it. It was a fake one. Okay, wait, nope, no fake one? Wait, what? Was there a second one over there? Oh, no. I wonder if the Eevee was shiny, because I heard an Eevee make a noise, and I think it ran off. And it probably means that we just missed an Eevee, if I had to guess. Or it was a double send on the Furfrou, but it's very possible it was an Eevee. And the problem is Eevee is one of the ones that runs away. So if it was an Eevee, it is very likely just despawned now. Well, no, I still hear it. Or it's a different Eevee. No, it's just a different Eevee. Yeah. It's entirely possible there was another shiny in here. Very likely there was a shiny Eevee. Or it was just a double send on the Furfrou, which I don't think it was. I don't think it was a double send on the Furfrou. I am pretty sure there was another shiny in here. Yeah, because if there had been a shiny Eevee right there, it would have run away and despawned in the middle of all that. And I wouldn't have seen it because it's impossible to see through that hedge. In fact, I'm actually so curious. Let me just look real quick and see if I can spot it. I only have eyes on that Furfrou. It dings. There's nothing else. There's the Eevee that was making noise, but that one's not a shiny. The Furfrou only went off once. I'm watching again real quick. I just want to make sure that we didn't miss a shiny, just because if we did miss a shiny, it's great because we can make a clip out of that. But if we didn't miss a shiny, then everything's hunky-dory. No one cares. My reaction to the shiny Furfrou is so funny looking because it's literally just jaw drop. Just. Yeah, there's another shiny sound that went off. There's no Eevee in that bush. That Eevee's not a shiny. There was no Eevee in the corner. I don't know what it was that went off double. I don't think there was anything. I think it's just bait. I think maybe it double jingle. No fake one. No fake one. Is there really nothing else in here? Definitely nothing over here. I wonder what it would have been. Had to have just been a double. Very confusing. Whatever. I'm not going to sit here and spend any more time thinking about it because I just don't have the mental power to do it anymore. Okay, well, that's not so bad. That makes tonight more of a success because that marks that off the list and that off the list. These, I'm pretty sure we're already covered. Actually, no, wait. We did need another spinner rack, didn't we? I think we needed another spinner rack. I think this is actually a hit. I am pretty sure the Houndour is not a hit, though. I think we already have 2. But that means we could evolve this one and see Shiny Mega Houndoom. And we can get Shiny Pidgeot in this game, too. Interesting. Okay. There's so many shinies left to get in this game. There are so many. Also, just so we're clear, I really don't like Litleo. Both in this game and in Scarlet and Violet, Litleo is just that one that constantly shows up, and it's so aggravating. I am so sick of collecting these things. At least we got a shiny Honedge, though. It's hard to complain about shiny Honedge. That's such a good shiny. That's one of the best shinies in all of existence. Alright, I'm saving. I'm saving. Everybody knows what time that is. It's 10:30. This is 30 minutes than usual. 30 minutes sooner than earlier, but I just need to go ahead and log off. I'm too exhausted. I can't do it. My brain is fried. I am so fried. I cannot do more words. I need to just go to bed so I can be recovered so tomorrow I can actually be a functional human being, because I can promise you right now tomorrow's going to be an absolute disaster. Hell, Hydra and violence is always the answer. Hell yeah. Now I have to do my usual spiel. Sleep, bitch. That's so violent. So aggressive. What have I done to deserve this? Oh, wait. All right, on that note, in my sleep-deprived state, thank you, everybody, for stopping by and watching. I appreciate it. Thank you, lurkers. I appreciate it, too. I see you. I know you're there. I appreciate it. I will be back. I will be back tomorrow because we have committed to Phasmo. I will be back on Friday, almost certainly, just because we've been keeping that going, and I'm probably not going to stop. I don't know what I will be doing on Friday, though. Tomorrow is Phasmophobia for sure, because it's Phasmophobia with a friend, so it'll be chaos and should be funny. Friday, toss-up, I'm like 60% sure I know what it's going to be, and I think it's going to be something I haven't streamed for a year, but we'll see. Yeah, that's all I got. That's it. That's it. I got nothing else. I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to sleep so that way I can actually function and use words. So y'all have a good one. Thank you all for stopping by again. And I'll talk to you guys either on Discord or tomorrow at stream. Either one. So anyway, bye. I'm just going to slide out of existence. Bye. I can't quite hide myself. This is how you can tell I'm tired, because I'm losing my mind. Okay, bye.